Alright, let's be real. If you're here, you probably have no idea who I am. So let me give you the quick rundown. I'm 47 years old. I've been playing games since before most of you were born, on the Nintendo Game & Watch and the Atari 2600. I used to play Street Fighter 2 and Counter-Strike competitively when esports was just a bunch of us nerds in a game cafe. I was a hardcore World of Warcraft raider and was a top performing rogue at one point, always messing with spreadsheets to squeeze out every last drop of DPS. I was the head referee for World Cyber Games in the early 2000s and head ref for IESPL CSGO division. Both of these are in Indonesia. Feel free to look it up if you want to know what they are. I've worked for game publishers. I even taught game design at a university for 2 years. So when I talk about games, it's not just some random schmuck's opinion. It's an opinion from a guy who's seen it all from the inside and out. But all that shit, all that time spent being a top tier gamer, it's all gone now. These days, I'm just a washed up gamer. I don't read skill descriptions, I just play to have fun. And I've fully embraced that. And that's the most important part. With that out of the way, let's talk. You've seen the same bullshit I've seen. People are losing their minds over power creep. HP inflation is the new boogeyman. And there are some creators out there fueling this fire, making people feel like they're getting ripped off. Look, I get it. Your favorite character, the one you spent your hard-earned money and time on, feels a little weaker today than they did a month ago. It sucks. But before you rage quit, before you throw your phone at the wall, let me just say this. Have fun. If you're not having fun, what's the fucking point? Seriously, that's the one thing I want you to remember from me. Games are for fun. If you're not having fun, then save yourself the trouble and drop it. This whole talk about power creep, it's not about convincing you to spend more. It's about helping you understand why you feel what you feel and then still having fun. Let me just clear the air right away. Power creep is not always a bad thing. In fact, it has existed in every goddamn game I've ever played, even before video games were a thing. Yes, I know that most people associate power creep with the more negative effects of the phenomenon, but you get my point. Hopefully. Levels in video games? That's a form of power creep. A level 10 character is stronger than a level 1 character. Level 90 spells or skills are stronger than the ones you get at level 70. Epic gear is stronger than rare gear. It's a gatekeeper to more powerful abilities, more powerful enemies, more powerful equipment. It's how you get a sense of progression and achievement. It's not inherently evil. As for outside the realm of games, ranks in sports. That's also a form of power creep. You think a football club just sits on the same players for 10 years and expects to win? Fuck no. They get new players, new gear. Their old gear becomes obsolete. It's a natural evolution designed to challenge competitors to reach higher. But yes, it can be a bad thing. It's a problem when devs get lazy. You know what I'm talking about. We all know what I'm talking about. The easy way out. The devs just inflate the boss's HP and damage. It's lazy. It's not about new mechanics, it's about bigger numbers. And when that jump from yesterday's boss to today's new boss is just a ridiculous fucking number, like 40 million HP when my character only hits for 20 to 30,000, yeah, that's a problem. That's when the balance is fucked. That's when it feels like a punishment instead of a challenge. Some of you might be saying that we're not talking about the same kind of power creep. When a lot of you talk about power creep, you're not just talking about bigger numbers. I could be wrong, but you're talking about feeling like you have to spend more to keep up. I get that. But whether the problem is lazy design or feeling that you're being left behind, it all leads to the same place. And I'm going to piss some of you off with this, but you're fucking deluded. There, I said it. Enough with the delusions. Endgame modes are not for everyone. They were never meant to be. And just because it's open to everyone doesn't mean everyone can clear it without putting in the effort. You think everyone raids in World of Warcraft? Fuck no. Back when I was raiding hardcore in WoW as part of a guild that got one of the earliest 10-man heroic Lich King kills, that shit was not for everyone. You think everyone could kill every boss in Elden Ring? No. A lot of people who bought that game didn't even finish it. So why do you think you, a casual gacha player, should be entitled to clear all the hardest content in the game? You're not. It's optional. The rewards are nice, sure, but they're not a fucking requirement for you to enjoy the game. They're for a very specific type of player. The one who wants to min-max. The one who's willing to spend hours grinding gear. The one who watches guides, reads skill descriptions, and plans out rotations. And let's face it, the gacha games we all play and love, or hate, is nowhere near as hard as a lot of games out in the market that many people love. It doesn't take as much effort to perform decently in these games as it does in other more hardcore games. I used to be that guy, spending hours on spreadsheets just to get a top-tier raid parse, training dummy sessions every day for 30 minutes to 1 hour. But I don't do that shit anymore. My brain can't be bothered. I'm a washed-up gamer now. I wing fights, I learn by feel. I have a fraction of the time I used to. And as a result, I fucking suck. And my spending habits reflect that choice too. Outside of a single big purchase for Nahida's weapon and some Wilkin and Battle Pass subscriptions which I've now stopped, I've spent very little on these games. It's a choice. But you know what? Sometimes, I just like looking at Evelyn, or Aglaya, or Kafka's boobs when they're on screen. It's a different kind of reward, okay? And I'm not about to let any of you fuckers judge me for it. I still clear content. Maybe not with full stars, maybe not on the first try, but I get it done. And if I don't, I say, fuck it. I have other priorities now. If you want to be a top tier player, you have to put in the time and effort. If you don't, then you have to accept the consequences. And that's not to say that the entire gacha system is perfect. I'm not a fucking idiot. Some of their shit is predatory, and I know it. Look, I'm not telling you to be a pushover. You should demand better from devs. If they make shit content, tell them. Leave reviews. Don't support it with your money. That's how we get better games. But at the same time, if a game is just not for you, or if you're no longer having fun in a game you love, then it's your choice to stay or leave. I haven't done Genshin Spiral Abyss in 2 years. I hated that shit. The Imaginarium Theater is crapola. I did it once, got pissed off, and never touched it again. The Sitar Hero game mode, whatever the fuck it's actually called, is a joke no one asked for. Haven't touched it. And don't get me started on pure fiction in Star Rail. I've struggled hard to get 3 stars in the recent cycles. Only managed to get 2 in the last floor of the last cycle. But guess what? I'm still having fun. I still get my jades, just not the full amount. I still get my characters. I'm just more strategic about my pulls. You say it's not fun to be left out. That's a fair point, but let me ask you this. Is it more fun to be raging at a game mode that you can't clear, just so you can get a handful of virtual achievements that you'll forget about next month, next year, or when you're 47 like I am? Is that really worth your sanity and your time? Here's a different case, but my point still stands. I had a viewer who wanted to live stream and asked me for tips. The advice I gave her? Once something becomes a routine, once it's something you must do, the fun starts to dwindle. Don't let these games become a chore. Being hardcore is a choice I used to make, but now I don't, and that's perfectly okay. People get mad about power creep. They rage about HP bloat. But here's the thing. You can either rage about the game, or you can rage about how you're spending your time. As a gamer who's seen it all, I can tell you which one is more important. The power creep that really matters isn't in the game. It's the power of you deciding you're worth more than the bullshit. And I'm here to tell you, you fucking are, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So ask yourself, is this still fun? If not, why the fuck are you still here? In the end, you've got to ask yourself one simple question. Is this game, with all its fuckery and bullshit, still fun for you? If the answer is no, then just drop it. It's that simple. That's all I have to say about this. Now, if you've got your own thoughts on this, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't be a stranger. Hit the like button and subscribe for more. And if you really want to talk about this, come say hi on stream sometime. We'll talk more shit over there. Now go on, have fun, or just go outside.